diplomacy towards China under the new media environment. I will taking the signal Weibo of the South Korean embassy in China as an example to analyze. So let's look at the background first. Maybe everyone will ask, what is Weibo? Actually, Weibo is the equivalent of Twitter, and as we know, there are a lot of governments and countries having opened official accounts on Twitter to carry out their microblog diplomacy. Similarly, there are a lot of embassies in China open their Weibo account to supporting their public diplomacy. More than 30 countries of embassies have signal Weibo accounts, and many of them have close economic ties with China, and so they have huge interests in China, such as United States, Japan, and the EU. As the main executor of South Korea's public diplomacy towards China, the Korean embassy opened its official signal Weibo account on 16 September 2011, so as to communicate with Chinese netizens directly. We have 3 questions. What does the embassy say on Weibo? How does the embassy say? And what effects has been reached? With these 3 questions, I began my paper. This is my research method. First-hand data, I collected totally 928 posts of the South Korean embassy's Weibo account, and then analyze them according to Laswell's 5W, who says what in which channel to whom with what we expect, and then I have interviewed the staff at the embassy's Weibo team to support my data and analysis. Okay, please look at this table first. This is some embassies Weibo index ranking in China. I took South Korean embassy, US embassy, British embassy, EU in China, Russian, and Japan. We can say that the US embassy is far ahead than other similar Weibo accounts in terms of the effects of economic strength for the Weibo utility, economic capacity of a country, and the influence of embassy have a positive correlation with their Weibo accounts. But as for South Korean embassy, we can say its ranking is relatively high among all the similar Weibo accounts. And what we should pay attention to is that their comments is second place among all the similar Weibo accounts in China. It shows that the South Korean embassy's Weibo posts were exactly what the Chinese public was interested in. There are some screenshots of the homepage of the South Korean Weibo account. We can say here is their following, the people they following, and the fans and the posts. Here is some generation information of the South Korean embassy. It's event and some articles. Now, because the Weibo has word limited, just only can put 140 words. So if you have long articles, you should put here. Here is a video on the homepage. From the first half and 2014 to yesterday, I did the screenshot. The Weibo homepage of the South Korean embassy has been playing a Chinese version of a video named South Korea's Beautiful Territory Dodo. According to an interview from the Weibo team at the embassy, this video will not be changed within a short time, which is consistent with the policy at the Korean Ministry of Foreign Affairs on Dodo. And there are some links. We can say there's culture institution in China, and it's our relationships following in Huang's my Weibo account with the embassy Weibo account, and people I followed who follow her. Yeah. Let's move to the second table. The classification of some people followed by the Signal microblog of the South Korean embassy. We can say the first, most people they followed is culture celebrities and well-known scholars in China. And the second one is others. I'm also wondering what is others. So I asked the staff of the embassy team. They say, actually, it's strange you say it's postgraduate exam organization. I think it's not the target of the embassies want to follow them. So the answer I got from the staff is that maybe it's due to the problems of the Weibo system. So it's they follow these organizations automatically, but it's not their target. So the third one is the media and the media professionals. So these two are the targets of embassies people they want to follow. Yeah. Quantities of their publications per month, we can say that it's stable, not with just a little fluctuation. Yeah. Weibo contents categorization. We can say they post mostly is others. I will explain what is others they post. And the cultures and the tourism, politics and the diplomacy, society and the economic, entertainment and sports, education and visa, and science and technology. I will analyze these two parts with more details. Yeah, what is others? There's a screenshot of the post. Actually, the others in the vast majority of the contents are from greetings from the embassy, namely the proverbs and the quotas by famous people released in Chinese and Korean, yeah, you can see. And about the politic and the diplomatic contents, we can say mostly is some important police activities in China or in Korea, and the others is related to Japan, North Korea, and China, the big events. Yeah. How does it say? There are three release forms of Weibo. One is plain text, text with pictures, text with videos and links. The Korean embassies prefer to use text and pictures, which makes their post more vivid and attractive. Weibo originality distribution. We can say 90% of their Weibo posts are original, so it's created by the embassy itself. They seldomly forward other people's posts. So this is one of the characteristic of the embassy's Weibo account. Yeah. This is an example of the typical Weibo accounts. This is the translation of the words here. We can say they use some simple languages and expressions to make their posts not very serious, with more curious, unlike the embassy's Weibo. Yeah. Fans age sampling, because there are a lot of fans of the Korean embassy, so I just took 100 of the fans which has interacted with the Weibo account. Mostly they are born after 1990s and before 2000, the same age as me. Yeah. Fans gender, this data I got from the embassy. Yeah, is the female is little more than the male. Yeah. Fans attitude, three types: support, opposition, and neutrality. We should pay attention to the opposition. There are two types of oppositions. One is of which is rational oppositions, namely considering something as it stands. The other is irrational, just opposition all people and things related to Korea. Characteristic of fans' comments. Firstly, fans' attitude is closely related to the Weibo topics. Like some topics, I remember there is one which said the president Park, which take part in the basketball event, which gained a lot of likes of the netizenship. They say the president is amenable and affectionate to people, and that her behavior proved she was down to earth. And then other topics, on December 3rd, 2013, the embassy released a microblog to learn about their fans' opinion on China, announcing that they would establish a East China Sea air defense identification zone, and which they received 48 replies. Some fans think it's good because the relation between China and Korea should be better and collectively to restrain Japan. But other netizens think that Korea was putting its finger in another pie and asked to stop making irreasonable remarks. Secondly, when concerning some sensitive topics, the attitude netizens express adverse tendency of polarization. Yeah, top 10 retransmitted particle blogs. Yeah, you can see that mostly it's like some events held by the embassies and or some culture or K-pop related like Hallyu. Because the time limit, I just show you the my analysis of the characteristic of the Republic of Korea's embassies in China. But I think I will change a little of the top of the subtitles. Yeah. So one is the praise positioning based on culture. Someone mentioned just now is Hallyu, and the three-dimensional dissemination. Because it's not only the embassy, they post something to carry to supporting their public diplomacies. We say now they followed some media and media professionals and some scholars. I think they are not only the information receivers. They are also help to transfer the information. Yeah. Yeah, paying attention to some details. Which actually just now the others, they post the greeting from embassies, just some proverbs and some quotas in Chinese and embassies. Actually, I think that's nothing, but they still post a lot of like this information on the Weibo. That kind of post receive a lot of good reputations from the netizens in China. Yeah, thank you for listening.